Uganda.
At the invitation of the Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group, CSBAG, stakeholders have held a dialogue to analyze fiscal reforms that can unlock trade and investment opportunities in Uganda.
There's something that we need to do as a country, that is, we need to have a country branding. To develop and implement a country branding strategy to promote Uganda's image and reputation abroad. They are our friends, our traders that trade there, that at times take produce. But the produce is in a sack, and in some cases, and I've seen this personally, in that sack there is cassava. Yes, cassava will have space in Lulu supermarket, in Dubai, but the cassava has soil, isn't it? You've exported both cassava and the soil, and the packaging is not good, so it's not attractive. Now that affects the branding of Uganda. So we need to work on such imperatives to make sure that we present a good image and that what we take to the market is also presentable.
But on government's plan of growing the economy from $50 billion to $500 billion in the next 15 years, economists have advised a deliberate investment in commercial diplomacy.
We are struggling in terms of our presence in the international market. We have very few embassies. You have an embassy that is in charge of like 10 countries. You know, there is our embassy in Washington, whereby we are in charge of the whole of the United States, including South America. In fact, it is my wish that we should be replacing a number of staff from our embassies, just specifically that we can have commercial attaches in our departments.
Now, what does this involve? This involves a number of aspects. These aspects, among them, is to ensure that we as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs can do as many joint permanent commissions as possible.
The Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group has launched a Business Linkages and Investment Connections program, BLINK, to lessen the cost of doing business in Uganda.
We very well know that 80% of this economy is going to be run by the private sector, and as such, we believe that the ordinary person is going to sell tomatoes, who's going to sell beans at the household. If not well connected and protected, he's going to lose out completely. Therefore, we will be pushing government to invest in securing markets for ordinary farmers and business people. And that's why under this flagship, we will heavily invest time and resources to advocate for expanding our economic diplomacy program at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Also, in the 2025-26 budget, government targets increasing exports from 12% to 50% of GDP by 2040, a dream that experts say is within reach if only the country ensured fiscal discipline and improved budget execution.